Ooh, okay. Here we go.
Draymond, when you get early signs that Clay's climbing into that sort of zone, I mean, he seemed very bouncy from the start. As Steve said, he got a lot of clean looks, right? Not really some wide open looks early. What's the vibe sort of you got from him right from the start?
Hold on. I just knew he was locked in. He was really pissed off with our performance yesterday from the other day and coming into today, and he was dialed in. And when he's getting great looks like that, we know he's one of the best shooters to ever play this game. So it's on us to make sure we're finding him and screening for him and making sure he's getting open looks. And I think we did a better job of that tonight. And he found and got to the spots that he wanted to get to, and it was huge for us.
Draymond, after game one, you categorized your performance as disgusting, right? And then you guys come in here, go small. You're spending a lot of time on AD. Just what's heading into this game, especially when Kevon's then out of the starting lineup? What's your mindset? Just how do you assess your performance?
Just to be aggressive on both ends of the floor. Last game, I felt like I never wanted to feel like that leaving the game again. Baby, can you be a little quieter, please? Okay, thank you. I never want to leave the game feeling like that. I was disgusted with my performance, as if I didn't know how to play on both ends. Chris DeMarco showed me some film yesterday, and he said, I don't know who this guy is defensively. They were all defensive clips, and they were pretty much through the first three quarters, and then he showed me myself in the fourth quarter. He said, this is the guy I know. So show up that way tomorrow. And, I took that to the heart, and I knew, that I would have to come out and have a good game in order for us to win. Obviously, we were able to win pretty handily, but just knew I had to come out and be aggressive on both sides of the ball, be decisive. I thought game one, I was very indecisive on both ends, and I just wanted to change that tonight.
Draymond, over here, Ruth for Hispanic Sports Media. I threw you a comment earlier about your game day outfit. Were you trying to channel Griezmann in some way for your game tonight?
Of course, he's great. Griez is great. He's been doing it at a high level for a long time. I had the opportunity of meeting him a couple times. It's absolutely incredible, but also looking forward to that game here this summer. It'll be fun. I've been to a few of those over the course of the years, a couple out here. I've been to one in L.A. I went to El Clasico when it was in Miami. That ICC International Champions Cup put on, and I know they're coming out here this summer, and I'm going to be an honorary captain for that game, so I was just excited. I got the jersey and wanted to wear it, and it led to some good luck for us.
Hey, Draymond, could you take us inside a little bit of the changes and tweaks you guys made tonight?
We played with more force. We played with more force on both sides of the ball. The ball didn't stick. We moved the ball and got everybody involved in the offense, and that was big for us. When we're moving the ball like that, everybody's involved. It makes us a lot tougher to guard. And I think, but it all started on the defensive end, though. I think we met force with force on the defensive end. We were able to rebound the ball well, and when you're not playing against a set defense every time down the court, we fouled so much last game. They were on the free throw line. It seemed like every play. And, that's tough. That's a great defensive team. And you're playing against that defense every time down the floor. It's just sat there waiting on you to come down. It's a lot tougher to score. So I think our defense led to some better offense for us, and, that was good.
Draymond, along those lines, what did it mean to see JaMychal come through like that? He's gone through so much this season, and even months ago you said these other guys are getting prepared to shine on the big stage come playoff time.
Well, I've known JaMychal since I was 16, 17 years old. I've been competing against him, and he a dog, always have been a dog. And you get thrusted into a situation that you've never been in before in your life, in your career, where you're not playing much, may play a couple games and not play a few games, and that takes some adjusting, and I think throughout the course of this year, he's been adjusting to that, and it's coming together at the right time. Every time his number's called, he's been ready. He was ready to go, game 3, and he stepped up huge. He was ready to go every time his number was called last series, and he was ready to go in game one when his number was called and tonight. And so, stepped up like a true professional and a dog. We knew we needed, with Loon not being in the lineup, and we knew we needed some dog out there, and he stepped up for us in a big way.
And the force you talk about, I mean, you guys made it more difficult for Davis in there tonight, didn't you?
I mean, you
how
always.
important,
I'm sorry.
how important was that to change his looks and to alter his game?
It's very important. AD's a great player, and when you just allow him to get to the spots that he want to get to, it's a reason he wants to get to those spots. He's great at it, and he's not going to miss many. When you try to make him do things on our terms, make it a little bit tougher. Now, in saying that, you can play that same defense and he can have a great game. That's why he's great. That's why he's been great for this long. But I think for us, we just got to make him take tough contested shots. And if you do the best you can do defensively, you have to live with the result.
Do they sag off you guys more than even other teams do? Are they more egregious on?
Yeah, when you got Anthony Davis though, you can get away with it a little bit more. I thought we did a better job of, exploiting it tonight, and we'll look to continue doing that.
Draymond, why is it so important to bring your kids up there with you and have these moments with them?
Well, they love coming up here. And, I think for me, all right, DJ said he's out now. And cash copies, all right? I think, yes, baby.
Always don't call for me. The DJ always don't call for me. And this is the DJ always don't call for me.
Okay, tell them to stop copying you, okay?
Stop copying me.
All right.
Copying me.
Okay, all right, 1 second. Let Papa finish, okay? Okay. We miss so much at times with our kids. And I think that's every working parent, right? It's not just us as basketball players. When you have an obligation to provide for your child. Growing up in the circumstances that I grew up in, I never want them to experience that. With that comes a lot of work. And, the times that you miss, it sucks. I think anyone in here who's a parent, understands that. And, when you're able to share these moments with them, it's special. I'll look back at some of these pictures, look back at some of these interviews and moments, and you just really appreciate them. And I'm always thankful of the Warriors organization and the NBA as a whole, because they don't have to allow our kids to be up here. It's not something that they have to do, and I understand that. I'm very appreciative of them allowing that, because I think it, we always talk about kid energy in here. You bring the kid energy, it just lightens the mood. It's always so serious, and you do this over and over and over again. And when you're just able to get the energy of children in here, it's always special. So it's something that I don't take for granted. I'm very appreciative, like I said, of our organization and the access they allow our children to have. And then also the NBA as a whole, as a league. Our league embraces us having our children around, and it's such a special thing, because these are memories that'll last a lifetime, And this is documented. I'll be able to find this interview forever. I'll be able to find these pictures forever, and it's a special thing.
Draymond, you talked about improving the defense today and shutting down Anthony Davis, which was choose from game one. But how do you take that into LA with such a rough crowd and keep that focus to where you guys can go there and do what you have to do?
Let me talk. You got to take the show on the road. It's a lot easier to do things at home than it is on the road. But I think for me, I just got to approach the game with the same mindset and same physicality, knowing that he's going home. He's going to be more aggressive, and got to expect that. But try to defend him without fouling, make him take tough shots. And like I said, if I can make him take tough shots, whether it's here or on the road, if I can make him take tough shots, I just got to live with the results. Sometimes he's going to make them, sometimes he's going to miss them. But just try not to give up the easy ones.
She's so cute. Draymond, so I heard you, I believe I heard you right after the game. I believe it was your babies that were like, we got this one. And you said, now we got to go get one or two in L.A. if you can elaborate on it, I know you gave a really great answer about your kids just then, but those moments, especially when you were disgusted with your play just a game ago and now you walk out and you have that to celebrate as you're walking to the locker room, what is that like for you? You know, those pictures of Steph and his dad when he was a kid aged well, and I'm sure these will too. So,
absolutely. I think you know, when we lose, I don't bring them back. You know, like you're trying to figure stuff out way more serious, and they don't get the opportunity. So number one, that's always more incentive to try to get a win. And this guy doesn't let me live it down when we lose. Daddy, why do we lose? How did we lose? What happened here? What happened there? And so, you know, and so I'm always conscious of that, and I always try to teach them, like, winners win, and you can't be teaching him and talking to him and her and my daughter Olive and telling them winners win, and you're collecting L's. You know, like that's not a special thing. So, you know, just being able to have those walks with them down this tunnel is important, you know, and it's huge, and they love it. And I think, you know, anytime as a parent you can provide things for your kids that you know they love, it's always an extra added bonus and incentives and make you want to do more of that, put more effort into being great. And you know, last night I was in the gym. He was here with me. Olive was here with me. And, you know, they love that. And so I think it's, you know.
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
No,
and it, you know, it just pushes you way harder knowing that they're watching every single thing you do. All right. You want to talk? Go ahead. Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right, let's roll.
I said whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right, y'all say thank you for having you up here.
Thank you.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Go ahead. Pull your shirt down. Pull your shirt down. Pull your shirt down. Uh-oh.